over here and welcome back to my videos. I realize it's been a minute and a half since I posted something, but so many life changes and everything. I'm sure you guys understand, but I'm back. I'm gonna be posting regularly again. Today I have with me Ojima Atawodi. She's a beautiful model and say hi.
Hi guys.
Ojima is a beautiful model, and in the particular city where she is and in where we are now in Africa, she's one of the most popular model. You should check her out on social media and everything, and she's really making waves in the modeling industry as well. She's been featured in a few movies, and she has a business called OJ Intimates. Yes, where she sells lingerie, swimsuits,
nighties,
body tops and all those things. So I'm gonna link that in my description box as well. So Ojima, do you have any other thing you want to add to my description of you?
Well, I'm also a media consultant.
I'm sorry. She's a media consultant as well, so she also has a 9-to-5 alongside all the other things she's doing. I'm pretty sure you guys want to know how she's keeping up with all of these things, and she's here with us. She graciously agreed to come on my channel and she's going to tell us everything. So don't pause, don't stop, keep watching, and you're going to learn a lot from Ojima. Can you talk us through your journey as an entrepreneur and how you've come this far? What motivated you to start OJ Intimates, modeling, and how you mix everything all together?
Okay, first I'm going to start with OJ Intimates.
Okay.
Since I was young, I've always been interested in lingerie, swimsuits and everything. And then I always found it difficult to get my size because I had a small torso and then a bigger bust. And it was always difficult to get the perfect size
for yourself.
When I go to shops, they never help. And then another thing, they were really expensive if I end up
finding something.
So it ended up being part of my goals that I wanted to either start retailing or making my own stuff and everything to make it easier for people. And then I finally put my dreams or my goals into reality.
Actions.
Yeah.
But do you make or do you retail?
I make actually, and then I retail
that's
as well.
Nice.
Yes.
So that top I want, you made it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
You should definitely check her out on social media. I'm not hyping her, I should check it out. Wow. Okay, so go on.
Okay, and then I actually started last year putting my work into action and planning and everything, talking to suppliers, I actually tried to produce here, but then
it was a bit difficult.
And then with the rates and everything, so I got someone to make my stuff from outside the country and everything, so they just ship it down for me. So I started selling actually in May.
Boss lady.
I started selling in May this year, and it has been amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I can imagine though.
It has been amazing, like funny enough, and then people have been welcoming, it has been amazing.
I'm gonna ask, do you think that like your influence as a popular model helped?
Yes, it did actually. It did, because initially I didn't want people to know I owned OJ Intimates.
Oh, why? Any particular reason?
No, nothing actually. I just didn't want people to know I owned OJ Intimates. I just wanted to separate,
like a separate legal entity. Let it just be on its own.
But then I was running my page as OJ Intimates by itself, and then Miss OJ, my modeling page. But then the day I reposted OJ Intimates on Miss OJ page, it
hit the roof.
You know, like I was getting DMs, and I'm like, okay, I need to use this method and all that. So it worked for me actually.
So do you feel like if people can put a face behind the brand, then they feel more, endeared to the brand?
Yeah, they feel closer.
Okay, like I can relate to who owns it. I know.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. So do you want to talk to us about your modeling career?
Okay, yes. I'll not.
Of course.
Yeah, so I started modeling when I was 15 actually. I was still in secondary school, and I got scouted. I just passed by a casting for a fashion show, and I just passed by with my friend, and then the person in charge, the casting director, thought I was a model. And he was screaming at me, "Why am I late?" And I was confused. Okay, I just came to watch. I don't know what's going on
here.
He was like, "I should walk," and then I walked, and I was like, nice, amazing. I was casted in the show, and I was put in the show, and that was my first show. And then I still had no idea like what to do or anything. And then once I got on the runway, it was just like
natural.
Like it was no stress, and I felt this peace. I know this sounds cliche and all that, but I felt this peace when I was on the runway, and I knew
this is what I'm meant to be doing.
Yes, like I was so happy. I don't think I've ever been that happy, like doing anything.
Wow.
So that was like my starting point. So I started going for jobs and everything. But then I now got into uni and had to,
of course, take a back seat on things.
I had to chill and all that. So till I got to my final year, then I was able to resume. So I first got signed to Supermodel management in Lagos.
Okay.
But then since I was living in Abuja, I had to look for an agency here. And I got signed to Zahara in 2012.
Okay.
So from there it has been
amazing, from one level to the other.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ojima, I want to ask, like, how are you able to combine, because you have a 9 to 5, you just said so, you model, I'm pretty sure you get called to do shoots and stuff all the time, you've been in movies, you're running your own business, it's one human being. Tell us how to do it.
Truthfully, I would form like it's easy. It's not
I can
easy.
imagine.
Like it's stressful. But then I think one thing is that every single thing I do is something I'm passionate about, or it's something that
makes you happy.
Yeah, it makes me happy, it makes me fulfilled. So it's not, no matter how stressful it is, like I'm happy to actually do
the
these
stress.
things. Yeah, do you get like, I'm happy to do these things. So I just learned how to set priorities and set time, and okay, this time is for this time is for this time is for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But now you mentioned about like starting modeling, you said you happened to bump into it.
Yeah.
Even though you had always loved it, but you just happened to, and then you found out, wow, I need to explore my love for this. But I'm sure there's millions of people who are not opportune to bump into their passion. So what could they possibly do to like find their passion? I
think for passion, there's some people that tell me that they are not passionate about anything.
How is that possible?
I don't think that is possible. No matter what, even if you are 50, you will find it.
Of course.
Once you get to the point where you have to do it, you will find that peace, and you find, oh my god, this is what makes me happy.
True. Like you just find something that's true. But I think sometimes, aside it's finding you, sometimes you have to search, try your hands on different stuff, like, you know, maybe try music, just, you know, whatever it is that make. Okay, that's interesting, Ojima. Thank you. So my next question for you, Ojima, is how would you grow your business, and what strategies have you put in place to make OJ Intimates, like, you know?
Okay, one of the most important things for me was working on my brand. Like, I took my time to search for the best person that would bring to life. Like, I don't joke with details, like I go into details. So down to my bag, down to my quality, down to my card, like I needed everything on point. I didn't want any funny looking stuff, because once people see that, they know, okay, this is what
substandard.
You get. So I concentrated on working on my brand as a whole before I brought it out.
Okay.
And made sure quality was quite, because that was an issue I also noticed. You spend so much money on something, and then at the end of the day, it's not worth it.
Substandard.
Yeah, you get. So I concentrated on that and made sure
that it's. So your first initial strategy before even putting the brand out there was making sure that everything is quality and everything is the way you want it to be, so that when you, but okay, like in the next 3, 5, 10 years, how are you going to grow the brand?
Okay.
Or how do you plan to?
Yeah. Right now I'm an online store. I don't have my place, but that's something I'm working towards.
Okay.
So obviously in less than 5 years, obviously, I should have gotten my place, and I want to manufacture here. Like, that is very important.
I can imagine.
Me getting myself made by outside. Yeah, it's fine, quite alright, but
for now.
Yeah, for now. But then my future plan, I want to have my own manufacturing industry here, so I can make all my stuff here, everything.
Which is even easier for you to control, and the logistics and a lot of things, right?
So that's I think in 5 years I should have my own.
But like, do you feel like sometimes you want to be at your job, or you want to be at your business, but then you have to do modeling for somebody? How do you balance that?
Yeah.
That means you have to turn down some for the other. Like you have to turn down some shoes for.
Obviously.
Okay.
I have to weigh which one is higher at this point in time.
Okay. So you have to prioritize.
Yes.
Basically, you have to prioritize.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. For young aspiring models, what would you tell them?
First of all, one thing I always tell young models when I get DMs like, oh, I want to be a model. Oh, I want to be. Why do you want to be a model?
Okay.
That's the first question I ask, because if modeling is not something you're passionate about, don't bother. That's it.
Yeah.
Because modeling, you see the whole glam, you see
the beautiful pictures.
Yeah, but then you don't know what you actually go through. It's not as easy. Like the road is not as easy. There are people that have been struggling to be more, and then up to now nothing has happened.
Wow.
So you have to put in. It's
something you have to kind of love naturally.
That's what I said. You have to,
because even like I am not a model, but when I do like shoots for my blog and stuff, sometimes I'm so stressed, and then I'm thinking like, wow, people who are professional models, I can't even begin to imagine half the things they go through. So it's something you actually have, and even for my blogs, because I love it. That's why it's easy for me to endure the stress. It's fun, like you said, it's fun. But if you don't love it,
it won't be fun. You get tired. You get a lot of rejections. I can't get used to. So you should have a tough skin and then work on yourself. Work on yourself. If you get rejected here, there's a reason why you're rejected here. Try and find out, is it something I can work on? Okay. Or is it something that, maybe I just didn't fit into that brand, that's why I was rejected. So you should also consider all those things as well. So you should consider yourself like a personal brand. So building and developing, strategizing, going, that's good. Who is your model mentor? Tyra Banks. I just knew you were going to say Tyra Banks. No. I actually have like 3 different models I look up to for certain things. For generally it's Tyra Banks. And that's because number one, I kind of, her shape of her body stature is like yours. Yeah, I have a bigger upper body, like her and everything. So I said, you can relate. Yeah. So if she can make it, I can. Because when I started initially, it was an issue. So I had to put in more effort. Because I said I'm not stick-thin like the rest of them. So I had to work on my walk or work on my poses, so I can be extra, so I can be noticed. And then I was happy with what she did with her modeling her show. Yeah, the show. She was able to inculcate what she learned over time into younger models. She was able to give back. Yes. So that was one thing. And then for poses, I love Coco Rocha. She's poser extraordinary. Wow. Yeah, she's amazing. So for poses, I love Coco Rocha. And for runway, Naomi Campbell. Those are good mentors, all of them. I know, right? Like the queen of modeling and stuff. Okay, so when it comes to all 3 things you do, because I don't want to focus on one, what setbacks do you face and how do you rise above them? For modeling, let me start with modeling. For modeling, sometimes you feel that you don't get as much as you put in for modeling. Yes, sometimes. But then I just think, or the thought I have is, or what keeps me going is, number one, this is something I'm passionate about. Over time, people will be able to realize your worth. Where you place yourself is how people will see you. That's true. Work on yourself, work on your brand, and then people would one day notice and realize, this person, I should be able to value this person. Yeah, that's for modeling. And then for OJ Intimates, I think for OJ Intimates, clients, getting people to believe in your brand, a new brand, because obviously their other brands have been there before, and then like, oh my god, people want to see you proven and tested over time. So you have to just keep working and working and trying to prove. And what else? 95. You're 95, yes. 95. Because you love what you do, media consultancy. I do actually, but then it can be tasking as well, because that takes most of my time, funny enough. So I had to reach an understanding with my boss. My bosses know I model, so yes, and then it's still within the same field, so they understand. They understand. Yeah. So everything just kind of works seamlessly. Yeah, so I'm in the same circle, kind of. So that works for me perfectly.
Oh, that's perfect, Ojima. It was so interesting listening to you speak. Okay, so Deepak Chopra says, always go with your passions. Never ask yourself if it's realistic or not. What do you think about this statement? Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
1000%.
I agree.
You want to tell us more?
I'm someone that I preach passion. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. The three important things to me are passion, fulfillment, and purpose. Follow those three things. Yeah.
Passion, fulfillment, and purpose.
Yes. Follow those three things, because if those things are not there, trust me, no matter how amazing you think
what you're doing
at
is,
one point you will go back and be like, okay, what have I been doing all this time? But if you are feeling fulfilled, or you're feeling like you're following purpose, no matter how it is, no matter keep going.
True, because if I might add, I don't want to like jump on your interview, but like there are some times where I post videos on my blog and I'm like, I really learned from this person, like the way me and you're talking now, and then you don't see like millions of views or billions of views. You're like, but I'm really putting stuff out there. So sometimes I'm like, okay, what's going on? It can tend to make you have a rethink. But I've told myself, I'm like, even if it's just one view, I'm going to get, and it's something I love to do, so I can really relate to the passion. Yes.
Who you're speaking to at that point in time that needs that.
Exactly. That's completely correct. And then sometimes people just randomly message you and be like, I love what you do. Like how you said the models always message you, like, I love what you do. How can I do it? And I'm like, oh, so somebody's watching. Do you understand? So I totally, completely agree with the passion, purpose, the fulfillment. That was such a good interview, Ojima. Do you have any closing words?
I'll keep repeating and I'll repeat again. Never forget to follow your passion. Follow your passion, look for your purpose, follow your passion, and stay happy.
Yay! That was such a nice interview. Thank you so much for coming, Ojima.
Thank you.
Alright guys, I hope you guys have learned so much from Ojima. I personally have, and we've enjoyed this interview so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. If you like this interview, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, click the red button down below. You would always get a notification anytime and every time I post. Until my next video, I'm NdatseNdomo on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Love you guys and see you in my next video. Bye!